But we have an enemy that's after us all the time. It's a war for the mind, you know. So, especially when you're homeless, you're constantly battling hopelessness. Anybody that's homeless that hears this, you know what I'm talking about. You're constantly dealing with hopelessness, despair. It's times when you just want to die, you want to give up. It's like a cloud, it's evil that just follows you around, tries to take advantage of you because you're in that situation and the enemy knows you're vulnerable. So he's going to go after the vulnerable person. So he loves when people are homeless. That gives him an advantage to try to wreck their lives even more. So you've got to really get close to God if you're going to be homeless. You have to. Okay, so we're in Salisbury, which is like a couple hours from here. And it's like a horrible town. If you're homeless, to get help. They have a beautiful, awesome, almost brand new homeless shelter there. I love it. They have a policy. They'll kick you out after 3 days, no matter what. If you are not a resident of that county, you don't have proof. We were a resident. They kicked us out. I was for 3 ladies, like management, higher up, on like the 4th day when we were going to kick us out. I was in tears, literally pleading with those ladies, and they were staring at my eyes, tears rolling down my cheeks, begging them for them not to kick us out because we had nowhere to go. And my girl, she's not equipped for the streets to be homeless at all. As a matter of fact, they kicked us out. That very evening, she went to the mental hospital. She had a breakdown. She was in there for 6 days. I'm out on the streets. It's burning up in the summer. Like it was 100 degrees every day. I'm sleeping in some shed. There's fire ants all around. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's dirty. It's just, you don't know where to go in the daytime. You just wander around, especially in a place, a town that you're not familiar with. You didn't grow up in, and it was horrible. So here's what happened after being there about a month and a half. My girl said, I can't take it anymore. And we had a fallout. We had been together at that point probably about 2 or 3 years. I just love her to pieces. Like I said, somehow we got an idea to come to Asheville. We heard that they help the homeless. It's a city that helps homeless. There's more help in Asheville. And she said, Sean, this doesn't work. She said, I can't take it anymore. I'm going back to Minnesota. She said, we're done. I can't live like this anymore. And so we called a ride here to Asheville. And we got dropped off at the Mission Homeless Shelter. These things started to work out for us. We started getting the help that we needed. It was a little bit at a time, but we started getting help. Asheville offers more help for the homeless than any place that I and my girl lived or been in years and years before we came here. Like Winston-Salem, horrible place for help. Salisbury, terrible, horrible. Lexington, horrible. Lexington's probably the worst. For trying to get a job on your feet, getting a place to live, terrible, no good, terrible. Asheville's been the best as far as opportunities and organizations out there to help people that are struggling. And there's organizations out there in most big cities like Asheville, different organizations like We Love, Homeward Bound, A-Hope, The Mission, the Vet Quarters. There's quite a few that can help you to a certain point, like get an ID if you need it, get put on the waiting list for housing, Section 8 housing. There's places like ABCCM, Christian-based organization. They offer food, clothes, and different things they'll help you with. We have got to go after the Lord. We've got to, because the enemy He's always there.
Wash me in the water, cleanse me in the mercy of your love. I need a heavenly touch, 'cause I'll be backsliding. I need a little guiding for my soul. Only heaven knows, 'cause I just need a helping hand. It's gonna help me stand. It's gonna help me stand. 'Cause I just need a helping hand. It's gonna help me stand. It's gonna help me stand. But every now and then I get a feeling in my bones that I'm just wandering on my own. So I hit my knees and I'm crying